Hello, and welcome to HomeMade Industries. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Let's get into the video. Figure out why it's messing up there. It said December last month, but it won't fix to January. Not sure what that's about. It wasn't an issue with this array. So this is the code that is running. For some reason, the month is -1. That's weird. If we take this out, I just want to see if this works. I'm gonna do this. Hit OK. Gotta use my fingernail. Oops. Oh, it's running. So I'm kind of plugged in here to this thing. If I hit this, the whole thing turns off. Hit it again, it all turns back on. So I'm gonna do that since I got it in this loop of alerts that's never gonna go away. So, okay, I'm gonna make an if confirm. No, I'm not gonna do that. It's still doing this. If I hit that and then refresh, oh, it says January. I don't have the alert loop. Yeah. I don't know if this will work for other months. We'll have to check back next month and see if it's still working. I don't know why that -1 was there. I am gonna plug this in and power. It goes to a white screen first, and then it will pull up a bunch of like boot code stuff. In just a minute here. There we go, there's the boot code, and then it should just pull up the kiosk browser. The cursor shows up for a little bit, but then it does go away. Thanks to some CSS on my website that I built here. You might have to like move it to make it go away. There, you kind of have to use a nail. The screen's made for a stylus. So we have home weather, the beach weather, and back to home. So it cycles through when you tap it, and there is this button over here that refreshes the entire page. That's mainly if there's like a glitch or whatever, and I need to like reprogram something. I have that button to hit to just refresh the whole page. Yep, that is HaNK. Now I'm going to do some taking apart and show you kind of the inner workings of it. It hangs on the wall like this. It has nail holes here. We had to tape over the text so that it wouldn't like damage in there, because there was nothing blocking. So this is just a regular Raspberry Pi case. It has a hole here for the lights, hole here for the micro SD card, HDMI, headphone, Ethernet, USB ports, and that's it. I'm gonna unplug it. It's totally safe to unplug, I think. That's the port for plugging it in, and this is what it looks like without a power source. Yeah, I think so. It's totally off, so it is safe to pull out the SD card. This here is 16 gigabytes of storage. This is really what the hard drive is for a Raspberry Pi, and when I put it in, I gotta make sure these like metal parts are facing the board, and just slide it in there. It's not the kind where you like push and it pops out. That could be dangerous. You have to actually pull it out, and if you pull that out while the device is on, it could damage it. So remember, it doesn't look like there's any screws holding this together. I think it'll just pop open. Okay, there we go. Pop all on that side. Let's see if I can get it on this side. Okay, it's actually kind of weighty. Wish I had like a kitchen scale I could weigh it on. There we go. Got that off. So this is the top part of the casing. The bottom part, I think I'm gonna leave that on. Yeah, it's screwed. There's, you can see it has screws there, holding it in there. There's one there and there. So that's 4 screws holding it all into the case. This screen pops off. This device could have been a lot cheaper had I bought it in like a kit, but I did not, which I kind of take pride in. I bought this Raspberry Pi online, and I didn't know what I was going to do with it. It's my first Raspberry Pi that I bought. I bought a case for it. I still have that case, but I took it off. It's not using that anymore. This one is the Raspberry Pi 3 Model B from 2017. I've got heatsink, but heatsink. This is a little piece of foam that holds up the screen when it's in there, so that's nice. Got this for about $35, around 40 bucks. And then I got this screen, LCD screen, 3.5 inch RPI display, 480 by 320 pixels. That came in handy, knowing that that was the resolution, came in handy for designing the app for it. But this connects to the pins. Had to watch a tutorial on how to attach it. I just went back to the Amazon page where I bought it, and so I got the screen for about 10 bucks, this for about 40, so we're at 50 bucks. And then one or two of the cases I got came with these heat sinks and this foam pad. I put the screen on there. I'll show you some of my earlier models of HaNK. For a while used a box that a battery that I bought came in. So stuck this on, put it in a cheap box. Like, I built the chassis for it, or the casing for it to begin with. And then I found this case with this bottom on Amazon for $9. So overall, the whole thing came out to be $60. And it shows the time and weather and the power that this device has versus what it's doing. It's just overkill for what it does, and I really want to program it to do more than just show the time and weather, but I haven't gotten around to that. I got this case, and that way I can put it all together, not have to like have this wonky cardboard box. There we go. There is HaNK. Anyway, time and weather display. Thought about calling it TOD, which would stand for time and weather display, but Here and Now was an app that I had made a while ago, and I wanted to put it on like TVs and stuff, here being the weather, now being the time, and here and now kiosk kind of just worked, and I like the name HaNK. I really enjoy using this device. Really enjoy pushing updates to it. Yeah. Thanks for watching this video. Watch our last video right here. Consider liking this video and subscribing to HomeMade Industries.